ABC's General Hospital Spoilers revealed that Willow will face the toughest challenge of his life due to the cancer news. The fact that Willow had just been happily pregnant not long after receiving this shocking news made her unable to accept it. Willow had longed for this child for so long. How could she cope with this? Recently, Willow's health has been unstable, but she's been subjective and thought that maybe because her family had too many problems that caused mental and physical problems. And she has such a situation. But it's not that subjectivity that makes Willow not go to the doctor sooner and detect it quite like this. We all know that cancer is extremely difficult to treat and has to make a lot of sacrifices in order to continue living. Now that Willow is still pregnant, how will she decide to abort the baby for medical treatment? What will happen? Meanwhile, Willow's therapists TJ and Terry have been trying to convince Willow because they also know that it's very difficult to accept. Before Willow's request to hide his family, TJ and Terry also agreed to give her time to think and speak for herself. But a few weeks had passed and there was still no word from Willow, but her illness couldn't wait any longer. TJ and Terry are trying to come up with a solution to cure Willow. This cancer requires chemo, and the baby certainly won't be able to hold on to the cure. Willow once said that she wanted to give birth and then heal, but she couldn't, and she could die before the baby was born. Maybe Willow can't decide like this forever. TJ and Terry will tell the family so they can advise her. Willow needs to be revealed as soon as possible to ensure her safety. And how will things turn out? However, TJ and Terry decided to tell Michael the situation after seeing Willow's indecision like this. Michael was also shocked to learn that his wife was going through such a difficult time, yet she always kept it to herself without telling anyone to write about this important matter. Michael and TJ and Terry discussed the cure, and of course there would be no better way than abortion for chemo. Michael also knew this baby was important to them, especially Willow, but not as much as Willow's life. Children can be regained, but those who have lost them will never be able to have children. Most of all, Michael believes that with early treatment, it's possible that after Willow is cured, she'll become pregnant again. Michael will try to advise Willow so she can have faith in her health and pregnancy again. Will Willow listen to Michael's advice, or will she hesitate to decide? Besides, Willow has also thought all the cases would happen, and she didn't believe that she would be cured, so she was hesitant about having an abortion for chemo. But one thing is for sure, is that if Willow waits until the baby is born, she can die at any time, and there's no longer a chance for treatment. She will not see the process of growing up without her mother by her side. Michael also knew the things Willow was worried about, so he helped her regain her spirit and optimism in the face of his cancer. Perhaps under everyone's advice, Willow will have an abortion for chemo. After all, her life is the most important. They can get their child back later. Will Willow agree to chemo? Will Willow cure the disease?